So today we are going to be discussing an invasive species known as the Asian gypsy moth and its scientific name Lamontria dispar. So what exactly is an invasive species? An invasive species is an organism that causes ecological or economic harm in a new environment where it is not native. Another example of an invasive species would be the zebra mussels that live in the waters of many U.S. states, although they are originally from Europe, specifically the Caspian Sea. What makes them invasive is that they cause damage to waterways, ships, and water treatment plants. The Asian gypsy moth first entered North America in 1991 aboard cargo ships from Japan and Russia. It was detected in the port of Vancouver in British Columbia. German soldiers were also able to accidentally carry them in on their belongings. Because the moths can fly as far as 21 miles after they leave the equipment or cargo ships, it makes them a high possibility of becoming invasive in any country. This slide is to show you the difference in appearance between the male and female gypsy moths. Females are an off-white color and are 5 centimeters larger than the brown males. The Asian gypsy moth females are active flyers because of their large wingspan, which is unusual compared to the regular gypsy moths. Again, their flight ability is what makes them much more invasive than regular gypsy moths. Asian gypsy moth egg masses can be as large as 3 centimeters and are covered with a yellow or tan fuzz. Asian gypsy moths go through 4 life stages. Adult females lay their eggs toward the end of August. Their eggs stay for about 8 to 9 months until the moths can hatch in early May. They turn into caterpillars, and this is when they feed on leaves. After the caterpillars eat leaves for about a month, they become pupae and don't emerge until the middle of July. They become new moths and are able to start the process all over again. These are just some cool facts about the Asian gypsy moth's life cycle. They tend to live in temperate wooded areas. Each female moth can lay hundreds of eggs and then die. They are known to feed on more than 500 species of trees and shrubs, but they prefer hardwoods such as birch, maple, and elm. The Asian gypsy moth has an average lifespan of 12 months, and the adult moths molt 3 to 4 times. And they also do not feed. So what makes Asian gypsy moths invasive? They must cause damage to the new environment that they are in. For Asian gypsy moths, the damage they cause is called defoliation. The definition of defoliation is a widespread loss of leaves or stripping of leaves on a plant. By doing this, the trees become very weak and are a better target for other diseases and harmful insects. This is very invasive because infestations are able to spread because the Asian gypsy moth adults are able to fly. Although infestations mainly spread through the migration of female adults to lay eggs, they can also be transported by people on ships, trucks, construction materials, and other ways. Here we can see what the process of defoliation looks like. On the bottom photo, you can see how single leaves are eaten by hundreds of caterpillars. And on the top photo, you can see how eventually the trees end up with little to no leaves and are practically bare. Some predators of the Asian gypsy moth include many types of birds and small mammals. For example, birds such as orioles, blue jays, and cuckoos, and small mammals such as mice and shrews. Both predators prey mainly on the caterpillars, which is helpful with managing the caterpillar population since they are the ones that feed on the leaves of trees. Human efforts to manage the Asian gypsy moth population include the use of an insecticide known as Bacillus thuringiensis, or BT for short. It is very effective against the caterpillar population. In 1999, a type of management program called Slow the Spread, which slows the spread of the Asian gypsy moth population, went into effect. It was able to reduce the spread by up to 3 miles per year, and it is predicted to prevent the infestation of more than 150 acres over the next 20 years. The use of these tactics against the Asian gypsy moth population can be very costly, but the cost of the damage Asian gypsy moths can do to the timber market far exceeds. The Asian gypsy moth can reduce the timber values with defoliation because it leads to wood stains, sprouting, and increased susceptibility to other diseases. The public can also slow the spread of the Asian gypsy moth population by reporting egg masses, caterpillars, and moths to federal or state agriculture officials. This is a link to a video that can show you the effect that Asian gypsy moth has currently on the environment and economy of North Portland. Feel free to watch.